So I got my assessment done last week, and I am now officially diagnosed with ADHD, which comes as a big surprise to nobody who knows me. And as a psychiatrist said many, many times, it's not a disease, it's just how your brain works. So there you go. I've only waited about 18 months because I went through the right to choose path to get diagnosed. So if you're in England, do look it up. It can be faster as well, quite often. And in any case, it's much better than the current 5 to 8 years wait you have on the NHS or having to pay thousands of pounds to have it done privately. So the assessment itself is pretty much straightforward. It's done online. You first fill in a few forms, a few questionnaires about your lifestyle and everything. Also, they want someone who's known you from before the age of 12 to also fill in a form, so they got a secondary opinion about it. So I was my mum because she's known me pretty much most of my life. And then the psychiatrist just take that into account and then ask you a lot of various questions about, again, your life, your experience, and so on and so on. And it was supposed to last about 50 minutes to start with, but apparently I've made my assessor's life much harder because I've got strong compensating behavior, so which means I'm very good at masking, even though I was really trying not to do it. So he had to dig a bit further, and the whole thing lasted 2 hours. Sorry, doctor. And maybe that's what allowed me to become a chartered engineer and maybe also allowed me to stay in the same job for over 20 years, which is quite unusual for someone with ADHD. But that also comes at a cost. And anyone who knows me will know that I am always complaining of being tired. I'm the king of naps for a reason, basically. And also, I've had a couple of nasty burnouts, sorry. And the last nasty burnout is actually what motivated to become a therapist. So silver lining and all that. So what does it mean moving forward? Now I've got this diagnosis. Well, to start with, it just shuts up that imposter syndrome. Like, am I pretending? Or maybe I've read so much into it, I'm just projecting on me, whatever. No, I've been thoroughly assessed and I do have ADHD. Actually, I'm scoring very high on both hyperactive and attentive. So I'm combined. I've got the full lot, basically. And also, what it does, it means it opens up the road to explore things such as medication or ADHD coaching, things that may make my life easier, maybe not. We'll see. At least I've got options and I can explore that. So it's something to look into, and I'll report on that. Again, ADHD is not a disease, and it has a lot of really cool things which are attached to it, a lot of cool features that comes with it. And um, in this neurotypical world, there are also a lot of things that makes it difficult. It's a bit like being a lefty in a right-handed world. So it's not always made for you, and it can be harder for you. But the main thing, really, if you think you have ADHD, is to educate yourself, understand how you work. It's not about the label itself. And besides, even the term ADHD, I've got so many issues with that term, but that's for another video because the whole thing is wrong. And it's more about understanding yourself and being kinder to yourself. A lot of things you may have blamed yourself for, your fault. So it's all about exploiting all the amazing strength that comes with ADHD and finding healthy or healthier ways to manage the weaknesses. Basically, you are a square peg. Stop trying to fit in a round hole at all costs. It will hurt. Trust me. Now, being a hypnotherapist as well, I'm lucky enough to have what a pretty good toolbox to help me manage my own anxiety and my RSD and a lot of little known symptoms that derive from it. And that is something that moving forward, I'll focus on more just to help myself, but also help other people with ADHD. And that's something I'm really keen to work on And I will do more videos on that. So stay tuned on that if you want to know more about how to manage your ADHD symptoms, maybe without medication, and having kind of tips and techniques to help you be better, or at least be kinder to yourself and make your life easy. So there you go. That's good ADHD. Hooray! So thank you for watching and stay tuned. Thank you.